deep breath, center your heart, because we're about to go live. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, welcome to the Googie Show. And everybody's been wondering, who is Otis? This is Otis. Hi, Otis. How are you?
What's up, everybody?
All right. And you wouldn't believe that Otis is shy. Why are you shy, Otis?
I don't know.
You don't know because he don't like talking, but he has his own podcast. That's what's so funny. What is your podcast name, Otis?
It's Let's Talk About It with Los.
And you be talking on your podcast, but you can't talk on nothing else.
Yeah, well, when you try to be obedient to God, you got to do stuff you don't want to do.
Huh? You got to be okay. But for the last 2 shows, we've been talking about mental illness. And mental illness is something that is, some people don't realize what it is. And we talked about the anxiety, how you can get all upset, worried, and all that. But tonight, for just a few minutes, we're going to introduce you to eating disorders. And these involve unhealthy relationship with food and body image. And some of you all probably have heard of the anorexia, bulimia, and the benign eating disorder. So this is where some people, I know with anorexia, what they'll do, Otis, they'll eat and then make themselves throw up.
Right.
They'll eat and make themselves throw up. And I'll be like, man, you go through all that. And some of them do it for different reasons. They think that in their mind mentally that they are fat. And they think they're really fat. And when they look into the mirror, they think they're fat, but really they're so skinny that it looks like a skeleton sometimes.
Right.
Yeah,
it's crazy how you can, see yourself one way and how other people see you. Like you said, the people that experience that, they see themselves as fat. Everybody else is like, no, you're not that. And then it's like you said, it's a mental thing.
Yeah.
It's crazy how that works out.
And that's what's so scary, because of the fact that what happened is they're in their mind mental. I guess that's the reason why it's called mental illness, because in our mind, we think a certain way and we're not that way. But some of the signs they says is unstable relationship. Oh no, let me go down here. Extreme dieting, overeating episodes, fear of weight gain, and distorted body image. Overeating. In their mind, they thinking that they're really fat. Then you have the other one that just eat. Have you seen that show called the 600 Pound? Or
yeah, people. I've seen it. It's not something that I'll watch, but I've seen like clips here and there. But people really love that type of show.
And I watch it all the time, but it's scary how, the food, these people barely can get out of their bed. They have all this food and they just eat.
Yep. And then the people that's with them, that take care of them, they help them. They whatever type of food they want, however much they want, they go get it for them.
They'll go get it. And I saw this one guy, he was right at almost 700 pounds. And his bed was so just full of it. He had I don't know if they said it was 36 eggs. He had bacon, biscuits, all this food. But on that show, they're really asking for help. Well, because now they're at that point of death. Some of them have died. They just had one lady die not too long ago that was on the show. But this is what they call eating disorder, where you're eating and you just overeat and everything. And some of it is caused by the mental part is where they're unhappy with themselves.
Right.
Some of them have shared that they've had trauma in their life. Some have said that they started eating after divorces, for all kinds of reasons. They start eating with these eating disorders, and it causes their body to go into right.
You
You can't control it.
it's comforting.
Yeah.
To have something there that makes you feel good, because if we're being honest, you have some good food, you feel much better. You feel much better. You can be having the worst day of your life, but you have something
that
good
food,
to eat. Hey,
that's gonna take it away. That'll take everything away.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like whatever it is that you like, that's what you're gonna be eating. Some people go and get the surgery and all of that stuff. They'll go get the surgery to keep themselves from eating. And then I had one friend we knew she had taken a surgery and she wasn't supposed to eat ice cream or something, and it just messed her up when she ate that ice cream,
Mm-hmm.
But you have to be very careful with those surgeries, they tell me, because your stomach is cut or whatever.
Man, it's crazy enough. I guess this month is about about Otis, I guess, because
you didn't experience that.
Everything we talked about.
You didn't experience it.
Yeah, I was actually supposed to have weight loss surgery here.
Oh, really?
Really? Yeah. I was gonna go through with it. But then when I went to, you have so much stuff that you got to do. You got to go through, a psych eval. You look at your heart. You all these things you have to look at before the surgery. And one of the last things I had to look at was my dietary, the stuff that I'm supposed to eat and drink after. That's what changed my mind.
Because he always love going to what is that? No, it's not Whataburger. Which one you like going to the most? McDonald's. He eat at McDonald's and all of that stuff. But you're right. You have to go through a strict. It was a strict diet you had to be on.
It was real strict for the first couple weeks you on a liquid diet.
Ooh.
Period. You can't
have no food.
No, you drinking water, and then once you get past that, then you drinking broth like chicken broth
and all that.
Yeah, and you can't really drink soda, and you can't. It's a bunch of stuff that you really not even supposed to have. Not even supposed to eat.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it really kind of turned me off from having. From wanting to have the surgery, because that's one. Although now I don't eat like I used to,
right?
Because I used to eat crazy. Now I don't eat crazy like I used to, and I already, don't eat a lot and don't eat a bunch of crazy food. It's like. Once I had the surgery, then I don't have. Food could be joyous. You can have fun with eating. Bring family and friends. It's like I felt like I wouldn't have something I could enjoy again.
Right.
I wouldn't be able to enjoy food like going out with my daughter.
Right.
Like I wouldn't be happy to do that because I can't eat nothing.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
They ain't gonna bring you out a lot of liquid soup now.
Yeah. Although I would be happy to spend time with her. The experience of having good food.
Right.
I wouldn't be able to enjoy it. So that's what kind of turned me off from doing the surgery, really.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But that is something to think about, is that your body has to regroup again.
Right.
You got to think about that. And then like Thanksgiving and holidays. But, once you get it under control, you start eating, the way you're supposed to be. Instead of, like my husband used to say, instead of eating 4 watermelons, you cut down to 2. That's what he used to tell me. He just said that all the time. You eat watermelon all the time. Instead of eating 4, it turned out to 2. But but I really didn't know, because I wasn't watching my weight and everything until they said I was borderline diabetic. Then that's when I started watching my weight and trying to do that. But I went back and looked at some pictures, and I was looking at it, I said, man, I didn't know I looked that big on those pictures. And stuff, and it really sort of got me, because now it's like I'm after I went through the borderline diabetes, I started watching, and then I got sick with an upper respiratory infection, and that just took all of my appetite away. I didn't have no appetite at all. I didn't have, I couldn't eat, I couldn't drink or nothing. And I'm not really a sickly person, but during that time, I didn't have no appetite with that upper respiratory infection. I didn't have no appetite at all. But what ended up happening, I called my doctor and she was telling me to take this probiotic medicine, right? And when I took that probiotic medicine, it helped me to get my appetite back and everything. But my after that, my eating disorder was totally different after that. I lost a lot of weight from that. And from that on, I decided I didn't want to gain it back again. I wasn't going to gain it back. So I've been really watching my weight and everything. And I like my size now. I was buying my clothes big. Just buying them big, and I was making myself look bigger because I was buying the clothes big, but now I'm trying to get my clothes where they will fit me and not, trying to cover up the fat, which was making me look fatter because I was buying them extra big. But that eating disorder is something that everybody, all of us have to watch what we eat, know, especially if you're going through any kind of borderline diabetes and stuff like that. You gotta watch what you eat and all of that.
I mean it's a line to you think about because you have to eat to live. You gotta eat something. But you really have to think about the type of stuff that you do eat. Like I said, like even like I used to eat crazy. And I used to eat a lot as well. With being bigger, I was already always hungry, and then then anything could cause you to eat more than normal, like stress and stuff like that. Like I said,
and that's what does a lot of it, stress.
You find comfort in foods, and that's one of the things that I used to do was, I get stressed or I get angry or anything that that bothered me. Food was that.
That was your comfort.
Yeah, was the comfort, which is a eating disorder. But now it's I wouldn't say as much as it is now. Like even like I said, when I say I don't eat like I used to now, like. Today I haven't ate at all. Period. Today, and that's one of the things when I was talking to the nutritionist. That's one of the things as well too. She had one day I went in there. She asked me. She was like, "What do you usually eat on a regular?" And I told her. I said, "But I was like, some days I just don't eat at all." And I was like, "And it don't even impress me to eat." Like some days, if I eat, cool. If I don't, cool. It don't really bother me.
Oh, now?
Yeah. So like even now, I haven't ate anything. Period today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
you not hungry?
Not really. I'm gonna probably eat something. I'm gonna eat some like.
But you don't have an appetite.
Nah, it's like if I eat something right now, that's fine. If I don't, I eat.
So
something
you can really fast.
Yeah.
You're a good candidate for fasting,
right?
Because if you've already been going through this and you haven't eaten, so if we go on a fast, you won't have a problem doing that, really.
I need to.
But the thing of it, when we say fasting no food, that's when you gonna want the food. It seems like every time you go on a fast, the food come in, you get tempted and all of that. But that is still part of an eating disorder because you're not feeding your body what it needs.
Yeah, and that's what I was getting to. She was like, "Well, you can't do that." It's like because, with the surgery and you having a smaller stomach,
right?
It's harder for your body to absorb the nutrients, and if you're not eating, you're not gonna have no nutrients for your body to absorb. So you're gonna lose muscle, and once you lose your muscle and stuff like that, you can't get that stuff. It's gonna be hard for you to get it back.
Yeah.
And like I said, when I really started thinking about it, that's what kind of turned me off from actually doing the surgery. But even when I think about now, like I said, I have to weigh myself twice a day. Once before I get on my machine, one when I get off the machine.
Okay.
So I had to look at my weight. I'm constantly looking at my weight. And when I think about people who see themselves one way, see themselves, they like, oh, I'm fat, and they really not, they're big, or I'm skinny. I understand, because I deal with that. Like, looking at my weight, I'm like, man, I gained too much weight. Now I'm thinking about, all right, I'm not gonna eat.
Okay.
I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Because
so I
gain some weight.
Yeah, I get into this mode and this mindset of, as you would say, this mental state,
Right.
Like I said, I completely understand. I wasn't expecting, this month to be all about me, but
what happened is that mental illness affects us in all kind of ways, but look like everyone we talked about this month, he's been part of it. And I have too, and I really didn't know about that, because they have so many different personalities that goes in with mental health. But there are things that you can do to help you. It says even with a healthy daily habit, mental and physical health strongly affect each other. Like, you need regular sleep, which, sometimes we don't get enough sleep. Exercise, some of us don't do that. We have to have the nutritious food, reducing on your alcohol and drug use. Stress management is also good. And time outdoors, and then you have to learn how to cope with these things. Sometimes we just have to stop and say, look, take you a deep breath, stake it before you start getting the anxiety and all that coming in. And sometimes it says journaling, talking about yourself and your health. Mindful and meditation is very good with helping you deal with mental illness. And time management and setting boundaries. We do have to set some boundaries with certain things. So, mental health is something that we all can go through. But it also says here, as we get ready to close this little segment out, it says here, many people with mental illness improve significantly with proper support and treatment. Recovery does not always mean symptoms disappear completely. It often means learning to manage symptoms and live a meaningful, stable life. So what happened is with this here, we don't want you to think that every little thing that you go through that is a mental illness problem. It's not. You might panic, and even though panic is part of that, but that don't mean that just because you have one panic attack that you are in that mental illness group, or just because you didn't eat today, like he was saying, that doesn't mean that you have a eating disorder. Sometimes it's just you don't have an appetite and you don't feel like it. But if you do get into a situation where you need support and stuff, and you feel like you're going through something, we do have mental illness places where you can go to. You can look it up and Google online. And it's nothing wrong with you going to counseling. If you need counseling on this, on your mental illness, or if you're going through anything like that, get you some counseling. Get with somebody you can talk to about it, and, open up with them and everything. So we hope you have enjoyed this segment on mental illness. And we thank you all for getting a chance to meet Otis. Otis, you finally got a chance to meet Otis, and Otis will be coming back. And thank you all for tuning in. And like I said, the Googie Show is just us talking about different things that's going on in the world. So tune in with us on Mondays and Thursdays, the Talk of Life talk show, and we're going to have a good time with Otis, okay? Because Otis going to get saved sooner or later. Because Kimberly is going to make him get saved. All right, thank you all for tuning in. And remember, keep on watching. And if you want a photo booth, check out www.thekirkbooth.com. That's the only photo booth you need. We do all types of events. So please, if you're looking for a wedding or you're having a birthday party or a church event, picnic, or whatever, birthdays, whatever, check us out again at www.thekirkbooth.com. And until we see you again, keep on watching.